Hello everyone, Bob here. Well, if you can remember way back when to where I started the Friday the 13th reviews, that was before I did my spoilery section. Well, this video is going to be the what my favorite parts and kills and stuff were for the first two Friday the 13th films. So without further ado, I'm going to hit that. It's going to be a quick video, but we're going to fill in that gap. Warning, the following does contain spoilers. For the first Friday the 13th, my favorite part was when Mrs. Voorhees is revealed to be the killer. When Betsy Palmer's telling her story to Alice, and her performance is spot on, and she does a wonderful job of conveying the heartache, and the way Harry Manfredini built the tension with the slow violin build-up. It was great. It's great. That's my favorite part of the movie. Least favorite part of the first Friday the 13th is just kind of the build-up before stuff starts happening. When all the counselors, the Kevin Bacons and everybody are there, and they're just kind of fooling around. It's not that it's bad, it's kind of slow compared to the rest of the movie. The kill count for that first one, there were 10 deaths in this film, 6 of which were on screen, which that's a sizable amount of them that were on screen. And most of them except one, you saw the aftermath of the death. You saw some effects out of, but one of them was in the past in a flashback, so you really didn't see anything else with that one. But 9 of the 10 can be attributed to Jason's mother, Pamela Voorhees. And the one that is not is Pamela Voorhees herself, and Alice Hardy decapitates her in the famous scene where after she's decapitated, you could see Tom Savini's hands as he reaches up and grasps them before the rest of the body falls over. But that's then my favorite musical moment of part 1, it'd be where they're playing that nice pretty piano music and everything there at the end, and Alice and everybody thinks it's over. The cops show up on the shore, and you get the jump scare where Jason jumps out of the lake and pulls Alice down, and you're never really sure whether it's a dream or really happened or what. But that's the best executed musical moment, going from the one extreme to the other. It was great. For part 2, my favorite part would be when Paul is telling all his counselor trainees the ghost story around the campfire. And the way it has no music, it's just done very well in the tradition of an old campfire story. And then, of course, later, the goofy assistant of Paul's jumps out the mask and the spear and scares everybody. But that's my favorite part of the movie. It's just in the tradition of an old campfire story, which you gotta love. Least favorite part, the whole child psychology scene where Jenny convinces Jason that she's his mother. I've always thought that was stupid. I mean, and to me, that's where Jason kind of the character of Jason has a little bit of a weakness when compared to like your Michael Myers or your Freddy Krueger. It just, I don't know, I just never really cared for that. And I know some people probably do, and that's fine, but I just thought the whole way that was done that wouldn't have been the way I did it. I would have changed that and had something different be the climax of my movie. The kill count for this one, there were 9 confirmed deaths, 8 of which were on screen. There's a possibility of another one that was off screen because it is left very ambiguous of what happens to Paul. Paul's there, then there's the jump scare at the end when Jason jumps through the window after they see the dog, and you never see him again. In this one, it's not referenced in any of the sequels. You really don't know what happens to Paul, so I don't know whether to count him or not in this thing. So, but there's 9 confirmed, possibly a 10th. But either way, there are 8 on screen, and it's clear that all of the deaths in this movie can be attributed to Jason himself. My favorite musical moment in this one even though I couldn't stand can't stand. My favorite musical moment in this one is the part, oddly enough, even though I dislike the child psychology bit with Jason and Jenny, the music in it is pretty decent, and the way it's foreshadowed to, and the chase leading up to it, that aspect of it's pretty good. But the actual story part of it I don't like, but the musical part of it was pretty good. But that's all I've got for this video. I just wanted to fill in that quick gap on the Friday the 13th films. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please give me a like and consider subscribing to this channel. I try to have new content up daily, but living in Northwest Missouri, the internet doesn't always cooperate. Follow me on Facebook or Twitter to search for Bob the Film Guy. I'll try to keep that updated there. And thanks for watching. For now, this is Bob, signing off.